An interactive whiteboard is fundamentally a whiteboard with touch-sensitive capabilities used as an instructional tool that allows computer images to be displayed onto a board using a digital projector. The instructor can then manipulate the elements on the board by using his or her finger as a mouse directly on the screen. The first interactive whiteboard was manufactured by Marp Technologies Incorporated in 1991. Educators were the first people to recognize the interactive whiteboard's potential as a tool for learning, meeting, and presenting, and they continue to comprise the largest user base for this technology, particularly in the United States and the United Kingdom. Interactive whiteboards are an effective way to interact with digital content and multimedia in a multi-person learning environment. Learning activities with an interactive whiteboard may include manipulating text and images, taking notes in digital ink, saving notes for review via email, the web, or print, viewing websites as a group, demonstrating or using software at the front of a room without being locked behind a computer, creating digital lesson activities with templates and images, showing and writing notes over educational video clips, using presentation tools built into the interactive whiteboard software to enhance learning materials, and showcasing student presentations. Some features that are available to interactive whiteboard users that are conducive to an educational setting include media content. The interactive whiteboard is designed to run on all sorts of files and programs. It even supports different applications that are designed for a computer. The device can be used to surf the net, play videos, and demonstrate presentations. The media content feature of the interactive whiteboard plays a major part in the improvement of a classroom. There's also the spotlight feature, and the spotlight feature of the interactive whiteboard allows users to darken a whole image and highlight a specific area on the whiteboard. This enables the user to move the attention of his or her students quickly. The tool is really simple to use, and the user just needs to drag the spotlight to the area where he or she wants their audience to focus. There's also a screen shade feature, and on the interactive notebook, it is also very useful to an instructor as it allows teachers to hide information from students and reveal it when he or she wishes to. This tool can be extremely useful while hosting a question and answer session, reviewing for a test, and while teaching subjects like mathematics and physics. It has a magnifying feature, and the magnifying feature helps the user to magnify and zoom into images when need be. The window also contains a smaller window within it, which allows the area that is being viewed to be seen. The pointer feature allows the instructor to mark data on the whiteboard and also highlight specific portions. The pointer is simple to use. The instructor can use his or her finger to move the pointer around and remove it by double clicking. And the last feature that we'll cover is the screenshot feature. Though this feature does not offer much in normal computers, they are highly significant in the face of interactive whiteboards due to the fact that a teacher can use the screen capture feature to print out images of every slide that they teach on. The images later can be studied or handed out to students. An interactive whiteboard is a great tool to use to meet the diverse learning styles and needs of students in our classroom. Every day, as teachers, we strive to develop and incorporate strategies and tools into our teaching that will reach our students with unique or diverse learning needs. Many of these learning styles, even the requirements of visual, hearing impaired, and other special needs students, can be addressed when lesson delivery and learning activities incorporate the use of an interactive whiteboard. For visual learners benefit from note-taking, diagramming, and manipulating objects or symbols. They also benefit from the teacher's ability to be able to easily incorporate text and pictures as well as animation and or video using an interactive whiteboard. For auditory learners, teachers are able to use the whiteboards for students to hear how words are orally pronounced. Speeches and poems can also be orated through the interactive whiteboard. For kinesthetic or tactile learners, it's typically difficult to engage them in traditional classroom activities that are more geared towards visual and auditory learners. But as teachers, we're able to reinforce the learning of these students through exercises involving touch, movement, and space as students are allowed to physically interact with the whiteboard. For deaf and hearing impaired learners, they rely primarily on visual learning, and the interactive whiteboard facilitates both the presentation of visual materials and the use of sign language simultaneously in front of students. For visually impaired students with some vision ability, a teacher can use the interactive whiteboard to play videos and to enlarge text so that the vision impaired students can see details that would not be possible on a computer screen. Other special needs students with individual learning requirements, ranging from physical ability needs to behavioral issues such as attention deficit disorder, also find the large interactive surface valuable. Its large size and touch sensitivity facilitates learning beyond the standard keyboard and mouse type of computer interaction, and its appeal can be used to promote good behavior. Interactive whiteboards through research have been shown to increase student engagement. Lessons are more memorable because students are more engaged and motivated. We're able to touch different learning styles because of the ability of the whiteboard to accommodate this in lesson delivery. And whether it's learning vocabulary, pronunciation, or exploring or researching a topic, students will find a lesson engaging if it integrates text, images, videos, and or audio files, which an interactive whiteboard easily facilitates. The use of video footage in teaching can also trigger students to think outside of the conventional classroom environment, and this can trigger a creative and fresh perspective to learning, which can lead to students' increased contribution of ideas in class discussions and sessions. Another research observation is there's an increase in student retention of information. One of the greatest benefits of using interactive whiteboards in the classroom is that it allows teachers to save lessons for later playback and a review by students. The Easy Talks meeting whiteboard feature offers the teacher an opportunity to share screen, text, audio, and video files with students in real time. Students can also record for lessons and share them with friends who weren't able to attend. And in addition to the audio/video features, teachers are also able to save notes generated on an interactive whiteboard that can later be printed or emailed for distribution after class, ensuring that students have good material to review and support retention. All in all, these features allow students to focus more on the learning moment rather than on worrying about capturing everything through note-taking. And the last research observation that was noted is that it enhanced student collaboration. Interactive whiteboards support interaction and conversation in the classroom. In comparison to individual computer screens, having a large enough space for everyone to see opens channels to higher student interaction in both teacher-directed and group-based exchanges, and one can interact with the tool at the front of the class while everyone can feel involved because of the interactive whiteboard size. Some of the cons associated with interactive whiteboards is teacher training. In order to make sure that a modern device such as an interactive whiteboard is used to its full potential, schools and our districts need to invest time and money in training their teachers for using the device properly. Not only does a teacher need to use the device, he or she needs to be able to productively integrate it into their teaching style, and that requires a significant amount of time and effort, both in training and in the investment of that training. Another con is the price. Each board costs around $5,000, so implementing them school or district wide would be a costly venture.